All right, let's dive right into this explainer of a truly wild story. Imagine you're just going about your normal, quiet day, maybe walking down the street with your headphones on, and then in the absolute blink of an eye, everything you know is gone. That is the insane premise we're unpacking today as we follow the journey of an ordinary guy who becomes the most hated savior in the world.
We start right in the thick of it. Picture this. The ground literally splits open. A blinding blue light swallows the entire city, and millions of panicked people are suddenly treated as mere pieces in a cosmic death match. Just like that, their home is officially designated as Pawn 8. They aren't the players here, guys. They are the pawns being moved on a giant board by beings that might as well be gods.
And the mechanics of this game, completely absurd. A massive, magical 100-sided die actually plummets from the sky. Citizens are forced to roll this huge die to awaken their combat classes, get their gear, and desperately fend off invading monsters. Rolling a high number is incredibly rare, making this a vicious, high-stakes game of chance right out of the gate.
So, moving on to Section 1, the ultimate game of gods.
Enter an ordinary guy named Yul Choi. He manages the actual impossible by rolling a perfect 100 on that giant die, forever changing his destiny. He acquires the Greed Book, effectively becoming the master of the Book of Crayon. This mythical grade text is literally the most powerful item on the server. It's a cheat code, granting him real-time omniscient info on monster data, hidden quests, map layouts, you name it.
But of course, there's a catch. Section 2, Curse of the Greed Book.
This catch forms the tragic emotional anchor of our entire story. The book comes with a nasty passive curse called the Sacrifice of Sovereignty. It's absolutely brutal. By leading the military and heroes, like this awesome woman named Hiju, to victory using the book's tactics, Yul is accidentally draining their hard-earned survival points. If someone even hears a rumor based on his info, boom, they become his sacrifice.
We see this play out chronologically during the 3-day defense zone mission. Day 1, the monsters invade. Day 2, Yul perfectly guides Sergeant John's squad and actually tells Hiju how to unlock the hidden power of her Flame Dragon Spear. By Day 3, thanks to Yul's omniscient command, they brilliantly take down the boss, Billy the Giant, saving the city from total annihilation.
But then the loot drops. Because of his curse, Yul absorbs an unfathomable 9 billion reward points. The bleeding, exhausted city, they get 0. Zilch. The desperate citizens, who have no idea about the book's curse, instantly turn on him. They think he hoarded everything on purpose. So, Yul is forced into hiding, fleeing as a hunted, hated villain to protect the very people he just saved.
Which brings us to Section 3, the Pillar Guardians defeated.
Things ramp up when the city lands on a terrifying new square. To prevent a cataclysmic demon king from spawning, they have to face 3 wildly dangerous Pillar Guardians in just 5 days. We're talking the aimless fallen angel, the endlessly inventing mad brains, and the most lethal of all, a level 3 goblin swordmaster who has somehow reached the absolute peak of martial arts.
Okay, massive twist here. The goblin swordmaster, named Jack, actually ends up training Hiju instead of instantly killing her. He drops this profound wisdom, telling her power shouldn't control you, you should control it, helping her master her fiery abilities against the anti-human machines spawned by the Mad Brains. It's this incredible moment of cross-species mentorship right in the middle of a war zone.
But Yul, knowing the system like the back of his hand, steps in. To trigger a hidden event and save Jack from a programmed death, Yul intentionally flies up and shatters the seal himself. He deliberately summons the Demon King of Authority, Kumbaba, easily dispatches him with his maxed-out stats, and totally absorbs all the blame for breaking the seal. Once again, he plays the villain to keep his people safe.
All right, Section 4, the Golden Treasure Hunt.
A massive 2-week scavenging mission kicks off. Now Yul starts acting like an arrogant tyrant hoarding the desert's gold for a giant pig deity, but his true goal is entirely selfless. It's a total 5D chess move. He's purposefully drawing the most dangerous enemies, the deadliest curses, and the city's hostility directly to himself. By playing the ultimate bad guy, he gives the fractured city a common enemy, forcing them to unite and level up safely without him stealing their points. During this timeline, the city's heroes really step up. Yul basically just swats away Detective Seo, Hiju, and this edgy poison-using teenager named Serpent Kang. He successfully stalls them in a brutal desert storm just long enough so that, at the very last second of the final day, the city's golden pig wins the event, showering the citizens with massive rewards.
And this is where it kind of breaks your heart. The citizens celebrate their massive XP boost and form official, powerful guilds like the Delax and the Armed Forces. They are totally oblivious that the villain they despise engineered their entire success. And the whole time, Yule is suffering agonizing internal demonic punishment because he refused to claim new sacrifices for his cursed book.
But you can't cheat the system forever. Section 5, Meeting the Demon Lord.
Suddenly, Yule gets yanked into this stark white void. He finds himself having a civilized cup of tea with Krishna, the terrifying demon lord of greed. Krishna is actually amused by Yule's audacity. So Yule accepts a secret, hyper-dangerous task to actively undermine the cosmic players running this whole game. In exchange, he becomes genuinely useful to a being that could literally wipe out their entire existence with a thwack.
Now for the craziest part yet. Section 6, The Deadly Cannon Tower. Let's dive into the most intense mission so far. A joint combat zone where City Number 8 is suddenly pitted against a medieval-style opponent, City Number 17. The mechanics are an absolute meat grinder. Artillery rains down on the map every single hour, and the military has to scramble to farm ID cards from monsters. They have to combine hundreds of these just to forge master cards to infiltrate the 11 difficulty floors of the tower's defenses before the clock runs out.
While everyone else is scrambling, the cosmic game system flags Yule as a glitch. Because his stats are impossibly maxed out, it traps him in a quarantine zone for an invasive analysis against a level 600 executioner NPC. If Yule fails this brutal physical and mental scan, he gets instantly deleted from the game. No respawns.
But Yule pulls out an insane trump card. Using his newly unlocked Overlord Possession ability, Yule channels Jack the Goblin Swordmaster's spirit directly into his own body. Borrowing Jack's flawless martial arts techniques, Yule just effortlessly slices through the level 600 NPC. He absolutely obliterates the system's physical exam and entirely resists their memory scans.
Fresh out of quarantine, Yule realizes City 17's leader is plotting a betrayal. So what does he do? He storms straight into their medieval castle. It's a clash of ideologies. City 8's hard-fought independence against City 17's blind devotion to their player. Yule duels their level 99 king, Romulo von Lexus. The king relies entirely on his high stats and epic gear, but Yule absolutely humiliates him, proving that raw stats don't mean a thing against real earned combat prowess.
So, leaving the rival king completely in the dirt, the path to the cannon tower is finally open. But we have to wonder, what is waiting for Yule once he breaches those 11 floors? Will City 17 retaliate? And seriously, how much more hatred can one man carry to save people who literally want him dead? It's a brilliant cliffhanger to an incredible arc, and I absolutely cannot wait to see how Yule outsmarts the gods next.